Hey there, Heartland. This is Andrew with the Reach Company. In this tutorial, we're going to be going over managing the post area over here. And so the post area, we're going to go ahead and click on it. Post area is what you use to add various blog content to your site. It shows up, that video, autoplay. It shows up here on the front end, and it also shows up, of course, under articles. So anything that you publish in post will show up in those areas, and we have three different layouts that you guys are using for your post content. The first is your video layout. Video layout looks like this. People come and click on this, and it brings up the video to play. It's like a light box. The second is the episode, the podcast layout, and that looks like this. Obviously, there will be a podcast episode in there, and then whenever you guys have a podcast, we'll subscribe. Hit a subscribe link to the podcast itself, and then the last is the basic article layout. That looks like this. It's just written content. So to do this, to handle new posts, we're going to go to Add New. Instead of clicking Add New and having to deal with drafts, I'm just going to pretend we clicked Add New, and I'm going to go to one of my drafts here already, and we're going to go to the article layout. And we'll go through each one of those real quick to show you what happens. So if we click article layout, or if we click Add New, and then we give our article a title up here, and one of the most important parts is right here, the post media. So we have to select what kind of post this is, because once we do, there might be an additional field that appears, and I'll show you what I mean. So for article, there are no fields. You just jump in and you add your words right here in this content. If this were a podcast, we would paste the embed code for the player from this episode here, from whoever you guys end up using for podcasts. And then we would put like a two tweet long synopsis right here, so that a reader can jump into this post and get a quick overview of whatever's going on. And then in video, we just would enter the URL of the video that we want to show, and it would populate automatically on the front end, and then we write about the video here. Let me stay in this big column for a minute. Let me go put it back on article, sorry. And here we would, this in the post SEO settings, if we wanted to create another title, we could. If we wanted to write a custom post description, I always recommend writing a custom post description to be about a 2 tweet long, or about 200 characters as a description, and Google or search engines will look at this and pull it for the description. Another thing I always recommend doing is checking out the social sharing capabilities. So if you want to have a different title on Facebook, Open Graph is what Facebook uses, or Twitter, you can do that. I generally take the description from here, and if for whatever reason it doesn't translate automatically, I just paste it into here. And another neat option is you can select the image that you want to be seen when your post is shared. Normally it would be this featured image over here that gets shared. If you want to share another image when a post is shared, you can do that here. I'll just select that one. And then the last thing here is the author. So because you have a few user roles that can create posts, I'm imagining that sometimes you won't want to create a login and everything, or you won't want someone to log in. Maybe they just submit a post to you via email that you want to publish on the website. So you can make them a user on the website. You don't have to send them a password or anything like that. And then you can come in here and select the author for this post, kind of like I did for Andrea's like this positive pressure article that you guys sent me. I went and made her a user profile, and from there I pasted in the content, formatted it, and everything, and then I came in here to author and selected Andrea Davison as the author for that. That's all you need to do over here. On the right side over here, for some users, if you're a blog contributor, you won't see publish. You'll see like save as a draft, that kind of thing, because it takes an admin or a content manager to actually publish the article. But most of you will see like the publish over here. You'll see categories that you can select from. You can add new categories, but I suggest keeping your categories to less than 7 total for the entire site. So most articles will only fall into 1 or 2 categories. Select the best ones for it, and then for the entire site, I recommend having like 7 master categories. Like everything that we write about is going to be in these 7 categories, and try not to go beyond that. Tags, you can add as many tags as you want to. And you shouldn't have to mess with any of these options over here. Cache options, post attributes, nothing to worry about there. And then for every image, every post rather, you need to select a featured image. And so the way to do that is when you're making a new post, you'll see this, set featured image. And I'm going to come in here and select that same one, set featured image. And that is the image that shows up in the background right here. And it's the image that shows up in the little post layout right here. And I'll show you that on Andrea's post actually. So we're going to click edit post up here at the top. And you'll notice when I scroll down that the featured image is set to this. And guys, that's basically all there is to add new post. We covered adding a new post. We covered what kind of post media you're going to have to use in the post. We covered adding content. We covered SEO settings. We covered authors. And we covered everything in this published, category tags, featured image bar over here on this side. That's it.